Blackburn
Enterprises.
Hashtag BlackAF.
My show.
BlackAF.
It was funny. AF. No, that was funny.
BlackAF is, I don't think it's the best show, but it's still one of my favorite shows. Because it was like Blackish on steroids.
It's hilarious. Oh, seriously though, it is. It plays on Black imperfections in families. Or it plays on the imperfect family, period.
So when Black is first came out, at first I couldn't get into it. I'm gonna tell you, like I just couldn't. It was just something about it that was not sitting right with my spirit. Yeah.
And not in Black culture as a whole, but there is a part of Black culture that acts like this, and it's real. So it's funny because it's too realistic at some points.
It was okay. Like I think it took me a while to get into it. I couldn't get past the voice.
All right, we BlackAF, so I love the show.
Are we BlackAF?
I think I'm BlackAF.
Okay, yeah, the way you talking to me right now,
you
definitely BlackAF.
Who ain't?
I mean, you know, some people ain't. Some
That's
people
my
ain't.
show.
Okay.
I was one that had to give it another try, but again, it just showed a really overall positive look at a real family, with real issues, and I thought it was hilarious.
It was a good extension of all of his Black stuff.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. That's an excellent way to put it. Yeah.
It's kind of a twist on Black comedy parody type of thing. So it's a parody connection to like Curb Your Enthusiasm, so to speak.
I thought it was good. Like it was just a lot of bad acting. It was a lot of overacting. It was so bad that I thought that everybody on there was his family. Oh. I didn't know he was the only one that was a non-actor.
Yeah.
So.
This one makes the Black people look amazing. They're wealthy, they have whatever they need, but at the same time there is some crazy ignorances that they partake in. They are not perfect. They are not going to be doing exactly what you expect a family to be doing that has a lot of money and resources. They're handling life in a different way, and I love it.
Everything that Kenya couldn't probably do with ABC, he could do with Netflix. So it was dope.
Shout out to Kenya Barris.
Kenya Barris.
He's behind BlackAF. He's also behind Blackish.
Yes, he is.
Blackish.
Grownish.
And
Mixedish. All the ish.
Right. And America's Next Top Model.
Yeah, I didn't know that at first.
Yeah.
This was like a true representation of his family, and he walked us through the difficulties of his marriage, like his kids, how his work, ethic kind of interfered with his family and everything like that. So once I looked into that, it became more interesting to me. It was funny. Like some of the stuff that it was like, Job was like, aha! Like it was just like, oh, some real funny. Like I loved it.
Like I said, he hit you with the funny stuff to get your attention, to hit you with the seriousness. It kind of reminded me of what I love Tupac, how Tupac would hit you with to engage you, but it would be a message in his madness.
Yeah, they discussed a lot during the season.
But the main overall umbrella is slavery.
This is because of slavery.
Which is
true.
It's true.
A lot of things happen, especially within Black people, the way we act, the way we look at things,
the way we communicate.
A lot of it is because of slavery.
Because of slavery.
We keeping it all the way 100.
Yeah.
There's gonna be people who tell you yes until they get you to where they want you, and then they start telling you no, but that's where they got you at a point where you're depending on them so they can tell you no. when our kids get used to being hearing no in our household, they go out there expecting a no first before yes, because that's realistic.
They talked about how we try to flex for white people, basically.
Yeah, that was because of they brought up
the Sunday's Best.
Sunday's Best. So Sunday's Best,
which came from slavery.
Yeah, it came from slavery. Yep.
For like having integrity within like your community and holding each other accountable. There's a lot of accountability throughout the show.
I think definitely the like stereotype of what the black man looks like and what he's supposed to have, what he's supposed to wear, and then the white man, what he can get away with, what he can say, what he can't say. So they did a lot of those stereotype ideas throughout.
Another thing that they talk about, a lot of people get on me about this, but liking something just because it's black.
Yep.
And
That's
what
true.
we as black people go through that. Like, do we support it just because it's black, or does it have to be a certain quality before we support it?
Yep.
So a lot of times we have that struggle, you know.
Yep.
So
I'm not a parent, but I be thinking that maybe one day I would feel like, man, kids. I just really want to feel like that and just be like, you want to
Feel like that?
not feel that way, but be able to like escape from my children and go have fun.
So one of my favorite points, period, is that they're always awesome. It's very deflecting of what you really are, but for the most part, most parents are not talking to their kids in some kind, little, sweet little way. Like, no, Timmy, can't do that. Sit your ass down, Timmy. You know what I'm saying? It's what we saying. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love about that show, because I'm like, keep saying that.
Oh, he talked to his kids like that.
yeah.
People have gripes about that.
If you got kids, shout out to all the parents. If you got kids, they can be a.
And even if you don't say it out loud, you've said it in your brain.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure you said some things that you're like, whoa.
About your kids.
About your kids.
Like, people try to act like they hadn't.
Right.
But
Like, I would never say that about my precious jewels. No.
So I guess that would be, I didn't really personally see like a real plot, because it was like a funny show, and it would, you know, so to me it was just the hidden gems would be the plot for me. And if you don't know the hidden gems, all you need to go watch it.
Kenya Barris.
Oh yeah, Kenya Barris. She
my
happy
name,
because
so
she shared a name, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying.
Kenya Barris, he pretty much plays himself.
Yeah.
And Rashida Jones.
Well, of course, it was Kenya, his wife, who was Rashida. Yeah, Rashida. And they gave her a lot of flack because she was mixed, but I think his real wife was mixed, right? So I never got the big uproar about that, because I'm like, this is literally his family. If you look at Black-ish too, Rainbow is mixed.
And
I mean,
not
like,
to mention Rashida Jones' father is Quincy Jones.
And Quincy Jones, like, I never got that.
Kenya Barris is being most outrageous. Rashida Jones' character Joya is really extreme. Like, they're just extreme ass people to each other, to everybody else, they children, everybody gonna get it.
I like that character. I love his wife, her character, because just the boldness and the over the topness and the extraness of, like, that's Rashida Jones.
They had a lot of special guests.
Mike Epps was on that mug.
They have Mike Epps. Let's see, who else they have?
Day.
Mike Epps.
Mike Epps is on there.
He's always somebody's uncle. Like,
or cousin.
yeah, but the cousin that you look at like your uncle, or oh nah, sometimes goofy. Sometimes like a goofy cousin. A goofy cousin.
And serious uncle.
Yeah, like, mentor, let me just come talk to you, nephew. Like,
What's the lady's name that always played the mama? But she played the auntie in this. She was like, that's my cool auntie.
I have no idea.
Yes, you do.
I do not. I have no idea.
Kim Whitley is always funny on any show. Like, I need her to be on more guest starring shows. She's just so freaking funny.
Kim Whitley, that's her name.
Kim Whitley.
That's what I was trying to say.
Kim Whitley.
Yes, that's who it is.
Yeah, so they had
some people.
Yeah, they had a lot of people show up, you know.
I love Nia Long when she was on the show. She's funnier than people know. you know, she has a comedic twist to her as well. She's played a lot of serious roles, so it's not something we get to see much. And so her being on the show was a treat because I love her character and I like to see her play an alternative to her seriousness.
LeBron.
And my girl, Nia Long was in it.
Nia, oh, she's
Yeah, she's fine.
hey,
She's fine.
Nia can
Yes,
get it.
Tyler Perry.
Yes, you were absolutely right.
Tyler Perry. And they had some in-depth ass conversation that just not ringing a bell to me like right now, but it was like deep as shit. And he was just speaking for real on that real type of thing. I think it was, don't give it a line, don't worry about it.
Issa Rae, dope addition. She's funny as hell, so anytime she's on the show, and you know that she would be on that show because she loves anything that's black. So.
Or like the whole entire Black Ultron, like
Insecure.
Voltron.
Even Insecure.
Yeah, that's what I'm
was,
saying, like the Black Voltron.
They had a lot of creators in here. They had Tyler Perry,
Yes, Issa Rae.
Issa Rae,
Lena Waithe was in it.
Lena Waithe.
And Ava DuVernay. I didn't say her
Wait,
name right.
Ava who?
Ava DuVernay.
Okay.
Issa Rae, there was Ava DuVernay in there. There was
They're all there.
yeah, all them names. They all got on like a Zoom call.
Yeah, and made fun of him. That was funny.
And everybody like that was a difficult episode. Like it made you think about your integrity.
I love this show. I mean, I think it's funny. It's funnier than the last of the shows on the list.
This is a funny show.
It's a funny show. And
I
it's
agree.
entertaining and it's informative too, because some of the stuff that they talk about Black history and why we are the way we are and some of the things I didn't know. So.
I definitely agree.
So I do like that they play on that. It would be irritating to me if I read the reviews because the reviews make him sound like just an ass. But the part is that he's an asshole. So it's like I'm not taking it personal because I've met some.
My like was the bad acting, and then also my dislike was the bad acting.
Mine too.
Was a
I
good
couldn't
pleasure.
get past Kenyan's high-pitched voice.
The dislikes that I have is all these trash ass people, you know, trashing it and taking it too serious. Come on, man, we got to laugh. With everything that's going on with the pandemic and all that, let's laugh. We quit taking it so serious. It's a comedy. It's not that serious. People say, oh, it's too much like Blackish. No, it's not. It's black as it's raw. It's over the top.
I think a lot of people, well, some of the complaints that people were saying is they try to say that it's just like Blackish, like, or it's too much like Blackish. Some other complaints that it was just like some other shows, Curb Your Enthusiasm, which I never watched, so
I didn't know.
no,
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And some people just didn't get it. But if you just didn't get it, then shut the F up
Or
and,
that it
and
was
turn it
too-
off.
And the ass was just like, yeah, this is my family.
Yeah.
And it is what it is.
And it's kind of bold because it's like there is no one way to be black.
Mm-mm.
Like we are also
Mm-hmm.
black.
Right.
You know? So, yeah.
Let's see, where should Black AF be on the list?
I'm gonna go out on. I'm not gonna say what I think. I'm just gonna say put it where I think the people probably put it. The people probably put it at a 9 or a 10. If it was up to me, it'd probably be up in the 5 percentile, maybe like around 3.
It's like one of those shows that you always go back to, but you don't know why you go back to, but then you know why you go back to it because of the guilty pleasure. Like,
Why did you go back to it? Because I never went back to it after I left.
It was one of my favorite shows, but on the list, I would have it as 10 because I don't think it's really fair to really compare it to the other shows because it wasn't that serious. I don't think it was meant to be that serious.
That show's funny as hell to me. Whenever I watch it, especially if I had a couple glasses of wine, I'm busting a gut. So I don't know, maybe I would give them the 7th spot.
I'm gonna guess like 6. I feel like
I was gonna say you took that on my
because I feel like it can be very polarizing. So some black people like it, some black people don't. You know what I'm saying? So because of that, I think
yeah, that's what I
think
agree.
about 6.
I definitely agree.
I would say, personally, my personal pick would be like 7. But you know,
People are harsh. People probably gave all the harsh reality shows the high numbers.
Oh man, they
Y'all
sleeping on y'all sleeping on that, man. Can't believe y'all.
oh my gosh!
Y'all should be shot and shame.
Wow.
I'm talking about shot and shame.
Honorable mention.
That's fine.
An honorable mention. Y'all whack.
This is America.
Y'all are whack AF.
Right.
I'm toe up. Who is these
I
people?
know.
Give me their names because I need to talk to them and I need to understand why.
Because you can't rank something if you don't watch it.
Boom. And how is it at 11? Who did it?
Yeah, I need to speak to that mama.
And they daddy. And your granny. Because I need to know why.
Disappointed.